It's got decidedly dark and chilly now in the mountains, and we're still in the mountains an hour and a half later. I'm not quite sure why it's taking so long, but this reminded me. I used to be a real big fan of David Bowie, and this reminded me of a song that we used to listen to over and over again as kids, 17, 18 or whatever. And it was, it's a very distant, vague memory now, but it kind of seemed to me like he was singing. I've always loved the blues, and especially like Tulsa, so kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan's all right, but I find him all a little bit busy. And yeah, I mean, there's people that sit on their porches in swamplands and just play for the fun of it, and then fight alligators at the weekend. That's my kind of blues. Anyway, this reminds me of a song. I think it was called "It Ain't Easy." That's what it was called, and it sounded like it had been played on a broken saucepan, an out of tune guitar, which was probably Jeff Beck doing his crazy things that only Jeff Beck could do. And I think they just said, "Play anything, Jeff," and then we'd see if it fits the main track at the end of the 3.5 minutes or whatever it may have been. And Jeff would play 3.5 minutes of crazy bonkers, off-key, out of tune, backwards nonsense, which sounded absolutely bloody fantastic. And then Bowie had the nerve to shove it. There goes a big lorry, tooting away and waving like crazy. I've nearly dropped the phone, waving back. Anyway, yes, but Bowie had the cheek and the nerve and everything else after all of his ripping offs of various styles and chord sequences and huge, great big lumps of other people's material. Even what was his name? The days of wine and roses, just a day away. Who was it? Anthony Newley as well. I mean, he built his whole early career on somebody else's persona. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling about things I don't remember. But it just reminds me of the song, and it was called "It Ain't Easy." And if memory serves, forgive my singing and forgive everything else. And it is so pertinent. This little lovely town over there, you can probably just see it in the distance. I'm going to try and enlarge the camera slightly, so yes, you can just about see that. And I'm on the top of this hillside. And the song went something along the lines with this. It sounded like say someone bashing a broken saucepan, and then Jeff Beck doing his thing, and everything was off key and out of tune and out of time. But it was a bluesy bass thing, and it was kind of like, when you climb to the top of the mountain, look out over this town. Think about all of the strange things circulating round. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It ain't easy to get to heaven when you're going down. Well, I used to love that song, but I still do love that kind of, that just scrappiness of people's playing and stuff. And it also is very pertinent today because we are at the top of the mountain in what can only be described as a bowl. I've gone round 360 once already, but we're in a bowl at the top of the mountain, and you can see there the road is actually heading down. So when you climb to the top of the mountain and you look out over the town, you think about all the strange things circulating around. Well, I'm not thinking about anything circulating around. I'm thinking about getting home really now, because it's all dwindling. It's all dwindling, but yeah, I'm still enjoying the beauty of the place. And it looks over there, I don't know if you can see it, probably at the top of the hill there, there's a little bit of sunshine, which is another, what was the one with the crack in the sky and a hand reaching down to you? Pretty Things, wasn't it? Yeah. We call this David Bowie Thursday. David Bowie Thursday. Thank you very much. Right, guys, more to follow. Off in Roxy again, who's behaving herself wonderfully. I don't want to jinx it, but what a find, what a buy, what an absolute beauty of a machine. 20 years old and just chugging up and down the mountains all day long, through the heat, through the rain, through the snow, through everything. Yes, and I've obviously topped her up with liquids and everything else, and the paintwork because I've been nestling in trees. I'll show you quickly. Nestling in trees and Oh, I've still got it on magnification. Hang on a minute, just a second, while I belittle the whole thing. Yeah, I've not bashed into trees, but I've had to drive through various things that I probably wouldn't have done at home just to get out of the way enough. Yeah, just to get out of the way really. But no real damage, only just superficial scratches to the paintwork, which was all, as I say, all done with a brush and a roller, so it won't take 2 minutes to recharge all that. Yeah, at the moment, although it's the end of the holiday or the trip or whatever, however you like to describe it or call it, it's all going very well. All going very well. Right, we're going to go back in the van and see if we can get the other side of the mountains like the bear. Okay, more to follow. Cheers guys.